Hi everybody, in this video I'm going to go over how to roll film into an empty film canister with the Lloyd's daylight film loader. The equipment you'll need to do this are the daylight film loader, the key to roll the film canister, scissors, and tape. The pencil is just for reference. So we'll start with our daylight loader. And you want to flip it up and have it facing you so that when you open the little door is facing you. Then we'll take our film canister, and there should be three parts. There's the canister itself, which is this. There's the reel inside the canister, which is this. Notice that the nub sticks out on one side, this little nub right here. And there's the lid. These three parts are all very important for this process. And we'll take the bit of film that's sticking out of the daylight loader and cut it in a V. And the V should be kind of long, not a short stubby V, but a nice long V, just like that. Then you'll take your reel with the nub pointing to the right. This nub here must be pointing to the right. And you'll find the little notch in the center of the reel. Now notice there's little teeth in there, and they're angled in a particular direction. You can look up close to the teeth there on your reel. So you want the film going in the direction that they're angled away from. It'll make sense when you're holding it and looking at it. So slide the film in like so, and then give it a good tug. Pull it in there. It'll crease the film a little, and that's fine. That's what you want. Just pull it so it's nice and snug in there. And always making sure that this nub is pointing to the right. I'll move this here so we get our focus proper. This nub right here pointing to the right. Very important. Okay, next step is we're going to tape the film onto the reel. Now, the reason I have this pencil here is because we want a piece of tape that's about as long as that pencil. So quite a long piece of tape, not just a little janky piece. So you can see I've got a nice long piece there about the length of that pencil. Okay, we don't need that pencil anymore. And then you're going to take about half the tape and place it on top of the film, pressing it down all the way to the film. And I'm going to turn this sideways so you can really see how I'm doing this. You're going to then wrap the tape under the film. I'm going to turn it upside down now, and then press the tape on the bottom of the film. So you can see that piece that was sticking out of the V of the film is now wrapped all the way around this reel. And we're going to lift this back up so it's the way that we had it. What is going on? Okay, so it's the way that we had it initially with the nub pointing to the right. And now we're going to put the film into the canister. And again, I'm going to move this here so we get the focus proper. And this canister should come on from the left side, just like so, so that the flat part right here, do you see that flat part? And then on this side it kind of goes in a little. This flat part should be on top, which means you're loading it from the left side of the film, so you're coming on from this direction. And sometimes what you need to do is just roll the film a little bit so you can get it in there, so you have a nice flat piece of film here to slide into this little slot right here. When it's not rolled like that, the V can be a little hard, when this film here can be a little hard to get into that slot. So roll that up a little if you need to, and it will slide right in there, just like so. Very important now, don't forget to put the lid on. Notice that little tooth there on the lid, that tiny little tooth right there, needs to line up with this part of the film canister. So when you put it on, start with the tooth right about there. You can see that tooth there, so that when you turn it, it's lined up with this part of the film canister right there. You don't want it so that when you turn it, it's sticking out. You do not want that. No. Okay, you want that lined up with that part of the film canister. Okay, once we've got that, this is now secure in there. We just tuck that right in, close this lid. I find it easier now to turn it away from me. And we're going to use our key to wind the film on into the canister. So the first thing you want to do is push the key in, and that is not loaded all the way. What you want to do is gently push in as you're turning it, and now you're good to go. So that is loaded, that is connected properly now. And the way you want to turn this is right here. There's this arrow that points this way. So it means you're turning it that way when you go past the arrow. So I'm turning it this way, which is clockwise. And I'm going to turn it 22 times. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Then I'm done. Pull this out. Pull the film reel out and cut that chumpy straight across, just like so. Okay, we're almost done. I'm going to move this out of the way. And the last thing you want to do is to cut the film to prepare it to go in your camera. And what you do is you hold it with the nub pointing towards you and pull out a few inches of film with the nub pointing towards you. Cut the film from this edge at a long angle up towards the left. Notice I didn't cut it at a point, I left a little bit right there, and that's helpful for later on. So at a nice angle going up and to the left, from the right bottom to the top left, when you're holding it with the nub pointing towards you. Now the film is all ready to go into your camera, and we'll cover that in another video. Good job.